NATO, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. Article 5 was signed in Washington on April 4, 1949. There is a lot of talk about it, especially regarding the raging war between Russia and Ukraine. Article 5 is not an automatic war trigger. One of the most common misconceptions in public discussion is that NATO members are legally required to enter a full-scale war the moment another member is attacked. The treaty language is more flexible than that. The key sentence is that each ally will take such action as it deems necessary. That means one country might send combat forces, another might provide air defense, another intelligence or logistics, another humanitarian or financial support. National governments retain discretion over the form and scale of their response. This is a very important question. There is no smoke without fire. Is NATO already at war with Russia? The North Atlantic Treaty of 1949 is explicitly a collective defense treaty. On paper, NATO was founded as a defensive alliance. NATO, in practice, is a different beast. They've conducted both overt and covert military operations. Critics often point out that NATO has conducted operations beyond simple territorial defense. Let's look at it. In Bosnia, 1995, air operations during the Bosnian War. Kosovo, Yugoslavia, 1999. NATO bombing campaign without a specific UN Security Council authorization. Afghanistan, 2001 onward. A collective defense response after 9/11, later evolving into a long counterinsurgency mission. Libya, 2011. The enforcement of a UN-authorized no-fly zone that developed into a broader military campaign against the Gaddafi government. If an alliance calls itself defensive, why has it participated in military actions outside its own territory? That's for you to ponder.